I used to be the person that would literally wake up in the afternoon on weekends, and summer was literally the worst. I would end up waking up at 2 in the afternoon. In fact, there were nights where I would go to bed at 5 a.m. So trust me when I say this, that if I can change my sleep schedule, so can you. I'm not exaggerating when I say that it's simple. Now I wake up at 4 a.m. every single day, and I promise you, I don't even feel miserable doing it. I also gain comfort in knowing that while other people are asleep, I'm out here trying to make a better life for myself. In the future, I'm gonna thank myself. I'm doing this for my future self and nobody else. There's no reason to wake up at 4 a.m. other than to do it for myself. You might be wondering like why you would wake up at 4 a.m. 4 a.m. is crazy. What do you even do? You're more likely to be focused first thing in the morning to get your things done instead of waking up and the first thing you do is go to work or go to school, because when you do those things, you don't really need deep focus for that. And morning is when you have good focus. Here is everything I do to wake up at 4 a.m. every day. And these things are going to work regardless of what time you want to wake up at, even if it's 6 a.m., 7 a.m. The secret to waking up early lies in your night routine. You need to set yourself up for success tomorrow. Don't be lazy the night before. If you have to go to the gym first thing in the morning, pick out your clothes, pack your gym bag, keep your pre-workout somewhere you can see. Now, when you wake up, the first thing you see is your outfit. So you're going to go put on that outfit, and then you're going to see your gym bag. You're going to take it. You're going to go downstairs, and you're going to see your pre-workout. You're going to drink it. It's simple. First thing in the morning, while it's really good for your focus, it's not a time where you should make decisions, especially decisions that don't matter. Don't force yourself to decide what clothes you're going to wear. Don't force yourself to wake up and then make a choice on what you want to work on today. You might think it takes literally 2 seconds to pick out an outfit. How would it actually help me wake up in the morning? If you don't know what you're going to do first thing in the morning, then you're not going to want to wake up because there's nothing to wake up for. If you decide at night, like, okay, this is the outfit I'm picking, I'm gonna go to the gym and I'm gonna hit legs or I'm gonna hit upper body or whatever. If you have a plan, then waking up is so much easier because instead of thinking about what you're gonna do, you can just go do what you already planned to do. You should know why you're waking up. You should know what you want to do instead of just waking up aimlessly and being all confused and thinking, well, there's nothing specific I have to work on, so I might as well go to sleep. Go to bed at insanely early. I'm talking like 8 p.m., 9 p.m., you're in bed. If you're gonna wake up at 4 a.m., be in bed by 8 p.m. It's not crazy. You cannot expect yourself to be up first thing in the morning and running on 6 hours of sleep. Just go to bed at least 8 hours before whenever you have to wake up, even if it's 6 a.m. Just 8 hours of sleep is like the least you can do for yourself. Even if you're somebody who can run on 6 hours of sleep, just get those 8 hours in. It'll make waking up in the morning 10 times easier. There is nothing I would do that's gonna benefit me after 8 p.m. anyway. I would probably sit on my bed, watch some Netflix or scroll through TikTok, which is so much worse than anything that I would get done at 4 a.m. If you're going to bed at 8 p.m., of course, you're gonna want to hang out with your friends later. You have plans. But to that, all I have to say is that you have to sacrifice some things to get better in life, okay? You have to sacrifice your friendship sometimes. It's just gonna happen. Even if you don't want it to happen, at the end of the day, if the friendship isn't meant for you, it's gonna disappear and there's nothing you can do about it. And if a friendship is real, then it's gonna last and there's nothing you can do to get rid of it. You can try to get rid of it and it's not gonna go away. All I'm trying to say is like your friends aren't worth ruining your habits over. Just keep that in mind. Obviously, I understand once in a while you want to go out at night. That's fine. That makes sense. But every single day, don't tell yourself that it's fine. If you need help falling asleep, try considering having red lights in your room. That really helps with melatonin production. I personally at the beginning did like taking melatonin. I've never had a bad experience with them and they genuinely do work. Go for the lowest strength and even that will like kickstart and make you so much sleepier. When you're trying to sleep, like the melatonin generally does stop you from getting distracted and your thoughts. Speaking of the lights, red light really helps you sleep, and if you have trouble getting up, go for a blue light because it's the opposite. It helps slow down melatonin production. If you don't have red lights, just try waking up with your brightest light that probably has blue light. Set your alarm and put your phone away from the bed. And before you're like, oh, I've heard that before and it doesn't work, I'm just gonna get up and go turn it off. Don't worry, I do have a trick for that later. But first thing you need to know is that just set your alarm and put the phone away at a table or somewhere where when you have to go get it, you're gonna be standing up. That's the only thing I have for you. As long as you stand up to go get your phone, that's all I need from you. Don't have an annoying alarm sound. Don't use the default iPhone alarm. That's just really annoying. It's gonna make you want to hit snooze as soon as you hear it. The thing you shouldn't do is put a song for your alarm because you're gonna end up hating the song, I promise you. It doesn't matter how much you like the song. If you're gonna hear it first thing in the morning, your mind doesn't really register what it's listening to. You're gonna end up hating your alarm either way. But the point is keep an alarm that's soothing. Try to keep the alarm soothing because no matter how sweet or nice it is, like it's probably gonna piss you off in the morning anyway. Have an alarm that you don't completely hate and you don't completely love to the point where you will literally fall asleep. use a volume that will put you awake, but not so much that you're literally running to turn off your alarm, because I know like a more annoying alarm means that you're definitely going to wake up, but it does not mean that you're not going to go right back to sleep after. Now for my one trick for not going back to sleep, not hitting snooze and not going back to sleep is, and just try this out before you say no to it. Go to your alarm, turn it off. Don't have to hit snooze, just turn it off, and you just stand there for a minute, okay? Nothing. Don't say anything. Don't think anything. Don't try caring about anything. Just keep your eyes open. Then don't fall asleep. Stand there like a zombie for a minute. As weird as it's gonna feel, 1 minute is like enough for you to realize that you might not actually be sleepy. Of course, if you're running on 6 hours of sleep, you might actually be sleepy. But if you slept for 8 hours and you spend 1 minute after turning off your alarm, nothing is annoying you, nothing is doing anything, you're just standing there for a minute and you're well slept. You're gonna realize all the things that you need to do because you made that plan the night before, right? I told you you have to make a plan. You have that plan when you first wake up, you spend that minute standing there like a zombie, and that's it. You'll realize that your sleep is not as important as you're trying to pretend it is. You already got 8 hours of sleep. That's enough. You can survive. You can make it through the day. Okay? If you got more, even better. But you got 8 hours. That's all you need. You're not sleepy anymore. And that minute is enough for you to realize that you're not. 1 minute is all it takes for your brain to reconnect with your environment and prioritize your needs. Think of it like meditation if you have to. Your mind does not need to be present. When you first wake up, you're so tired that you generally don't even care about what you have to do. But when you spend that minute just standing there, you're gonna realize all the things that matter so much more. You're gonna realize that those things matter a lot more than your sleep does, and you are gonna wake up. There's one thing you need to take away from this video. It's the 1 minute trick to just stand there and do nothing, because it works even though it seems so simple. But that's the point. I told you this was gonna be simple. Every day, try to find something little that you like about your day. Think small things. Don't think about going to the gym. Of course, you like going to the gym, but 4 a.m. in the morning, you're not gonna like going to the gym so much. Look forward to your energy drink, look forward to your coffee, look forward to your breakfast. It doesn't have to be food related. Listening to music while you drive to the gym or getting ready. Anything you enjoy that doesn't take a lot of effort, meditating, stretching. Anything. Just pick something that you actually like about the day. Most of the time, you're gonna let yourself down. Unfortunately, that's the truth. Most of the time, you're gonna let yourself down. If you realize that you're only waking up at 4 a.m. to make yourself happy, then you're gonna let yourself down. Whereas if you had to wake up at 4 a.m. because your work starts at 4 a.m., then that wouldn't be hard to do. You see all these people in medical field, they will wake up and go to bed at insane amounts of time. Even people that work in the flight industry, right? Pilots and stuff, their times are gonna be insane, but they do it because that's their job. They don't have a choice. You have to realize that commitment to yourself, it's gonna be harder. If you do each one of these steps, I guarantee you, you are gonna learn to build better habits and wake up earlier than you used to. Even if you've never been a morning person, like I said, I have never been a morning person and it has literally changed my life. I'm not kidding. When I wake up at 4 a.m., I know I'm doing it for myself, and I know that while everybody else is too busy sleeping, I'm busy making a life for myself. And you know what? That has usually just been enough for me to wake up. If I have done nothing wrong, if I've been well rested, if I have something to look forward to during the day, if I know that I'm not gonna hate every single second of it, then I'm gonna wake up. There's no reason for me to not wake up. Eventually, you just get used to it and you don't even need all these little things to look forward to. You just build a habit, you build your discipline, and that's all that really matters at the end of the day. Now that you've learned how to wake up at 4 a.m. and any time in the morning where you want to wake up, I do have some advice for you. I do want to talk to you a little bit about what you should do with those first few hours of the day. You have a few hours to yourself. And my advice to you is to just spend those hours working on your biggest assets. I plan on making another video after this, talking more in depth about what those 4 assets are and how you can improve on each one of them. The 4 assets that I'm talking about: health, wealth, mind, and spirit. You should know what these 4 assets are and how to make the best of those. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. I hope you gained something from it.